As you can see, we got Dan here in the studio doing it. So we're having a Boran day. Dan the Boran. And you just caught some of it there. And I don't know if we're going to get time to do the vocals as well today, but we are cracking on as fast as we can, and it's coming pretty good, as you can hear.
Cool.
There you get a free Boran lesson into the bag. Dan Britton has been a hero on the Boran, which is in its bag now. But he's done it. He's done it. We've done 11 tracks today in one day.
3
on
hours.
Every track in 3 hours. That's got to be a record. 11 tracks in 3 hours. So we're all done, and just look heroic. Okay, that's as good as his acting skills will let us do. But anyway, Boran Dan, we have to come back. Dan will have to come back to do some vocals for the Celtic choir. He's practicing. There we go. See, that's why we're not doing it today. Okay, so we'll come back for that. Then, right, Dan's back in the studio to do some vocals, adding to the Celtic choir. And this is the last session, I think, on the album. We're going to do a bit of banjo on one track as well, if we have time. There's about 20 of us singing on this one, so the next bit's going to be some chanting.
See?
We are chanting to the great Nana out there. Who is? We worship bananas, don't we? It is a very spiritual chant, isn't it? That one. As you can see how spiritual we are about it all. But get on with it. Yeah, Danny's brought his banjo in, which we had a little bit on the last album. And again, for about four bars there, you're going to have it on this album as well. There you go. He insisted. My trade-off is I get to sneak some theremin somewhere in the album as well later on. Well, we have a special guest, like I told you we were going to get, and we've got Mo Coulson on the harp, who has totally forbidden me to film her at all in the studio. Isn't that right, Mo?
Absolutely, I won't be filmed at all.
No, she won't be filmed at all. So anyway, we're very pleased to have some fantastic Celtic harp, which we're not filming at all. See, we're just having a run through a bit of a quiet bit there. Going to add some lovely sprinkles. Mo, as you know, is on the Celtic, my Celtic Dreamer album, and we want more of that kind of sound. So we'll stop not filming now. Yeah, our track finished ages ago, but I just couldn't resist watching that. We weren't filming that at all. That was alright. Didn't film that one bit. Brilliant, brilliant. We've done quite a few tracks already, but we just added loads there. So, well done, fab. Harp, Mo. Good job. Right, well, I've been madly mixing and mastering, and I haven't really been filming it because it's really boring, and there's no real way for me to explain it to you that doesn't make me sound like a complete nerd. So, which I am. Anyway, I've been at it for 3 days, I think at least. Maybe 4. And a lot of late nights. Did a whole mix of the whole album. It sounded good. I then went to master it, listened back. I found loads of little things that needed changing. So I remixed everything, all the tracks, and got rid of some of those things that were annoying me. And then I went on to do some mastering. To be really show you how nerdy I was, I mastered everything. I then realized as I was going along that I preferred some of my old software I used to have on my old computer, so I bought that, downloaded it, started using that. You know, it didn't sound as good, so I've used a balance of old and the new software, started the mastering again, and I'm nearly finished. Then I'll have to listen to all the tracks, balance all the levels out so they are about the same level, or the right level. and then I think I'll pass around discs to the band and see what they think, and then we're at it. So yeah, very boring, not a lot to look at, a lot of me stood at the screen doing this till about 3 in the morning, but it's part of the process. Okay, that's what it looks like. I'm done, I think. Finished the mixing, mastering. I actually thought I'd done it about 6:30 this evening. I was going to make my dinner and I found 2 tracks. No, 3. Needed fixing anyway. Just needed... They finished a bit abruptly. One didn't have enough bass. And then I remixed those, remastered those. Anyway, I was done. I had dinner at about 8:30. So I think I'm done now. I bought some discs for the guys in the band to listen to, and Govannen to listen to. And I think any changes now are going to be small, so I need to park it anyway because my brain is collapsed. And they'll see what they think. I think it's done, so I need to kind of chill, rest a little, sleep, eat, and so mixing mastering part is done. It's 2:30 in the morning and I've just done another remix. It's a little track that was bothering me because I'm a nutcase. That's it. That is it. No more mixes. No more. That's it. Done. Honest. Right. We've reached the end of the line as far as the mixing and mastering concerned. There were a few more twists and turns, of course. We burnt it onto a disc. I'd actually had to lengthen a few tracks. This would come up a bit short because I'd lost the music. But then the band told me when they heard it that I'd missed a track out, so I had to go master that track. Anyway, we played it at a gig on the tannoy in the break at our Govannen gig at Jules' Yard, and it went down well, and some fans were clapping along with it, so that sounded good. The band like it. I mastered that missing track, and I remixed and mastered one other track because it was not quite sitting right with me, and I think this is it. I think this is it. When I hear this with a cup of coffee on the posh stereo, when I'm not thinking too hard, I reckon I will get to the end of this and think, yep, that's it. I've been working on the liner notes and finding out some of the history of some of the tunes we've been playing forever. You know, you just know them as a name, and you find out this whole kind of historic background of some of them when you look them up, and that's been interesting. So very close to sending it off to the label, I think. Pretty sure. You get to a point where you think you're done, you think you're done, you think you're done, and then you're done. And I think, this is it. This is the end of the road. In more ways than one.